Homeowner Rick is installing a parking pad. If labor costs are $2,500 and cement will cost $42.50 per cubic yard, how much will a 25-foot by 35-foot by 9-inch parking pad cost Rick? So to start this problem, the first thing I notice is that our measurements are in feet and inches. We've got our 25 feet. We have our 35 feet. And then we have our 9 inches. So to convert our inches into feet, what we want to do is go ahead and figure out the relationship between 9 inches to a foot. And the easiest way for me to think about this is say, hey, we're talking about 9 inches out of a total of 12 inches in a foot. So when you divide, you get 0.75. So there are 9 out of the 12 possible inches in this foot. So that's going to be 0.75 feet. All right. Well, to find the volume, and just in case you're wondering what we mean by this, let's say we have a house and it's sitting on a piece of land and then a parking pad. It's not going to be flush to the land. We're going to have to fill basically a box. So we need to know how much cement it's going to take to fill that box, which is going to be our parking pad. So we need to find the volume. Area, as you know, is always length times width. But in this case, we're talking about volume. So we want to fill the box. And if we're going to do that, we need to know the height. So to find volume, that equals length times width times height. So in this case, we know, and mind you, this is not going to be to scale, we have this parking pad. All right. And I'm just going to draw out our dimensions here. We know it is 35 feet. And then if we want to know how deep it is, or how, I should say, how far back it goes, that's going to be 25 feet. And then we want to know how tall it is, and that's 0.75 feet, right? So when we do that, we're going to find out that 25 times 35 times 0.75 gives us a volume of 656.25, what we call cubic feet. We're talking about volume. So this is a cube. We know this is 656.25 cubic feet. Our only problem now is that our pricing was in yards. So we know it's $42.50 per cubic yard, but what we just found was cubic feet. So we need to know the relationship between cubic yards and cubic feet. So just so you can imagine this, a cubic yard is going to be something that is 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. What I mean is that you're going to go back 3 feet. It's going to be 3 feet wide, and it's going to be 3 feet tall. If we go 3 times 3 times 3, we know there are 27 cubic feet in a cubic yard. So we're basically taking a yardstick by a yardstick by a yardstick. So a yardstick deep, a yardstick wide, and a yardstick tall. There's 27 cubic feet in there. So knowing that means that we can take this 656.25 and I'm going to divide it by 27 because that's going to tell us how many cubic yards are in that parking pad. And when you do that math, you find out that there are 24.31 cubic yards. I'm going to go ahead and multiply that by our 42.50, which was our price right here per cubic yard. And when you do that, we find an answer that it's going to cost just for the supplies $1,000 $33.18. Now, this is not the answer because that is just supplies. We've got to add this $2,500 for labor. So when we add the $2,500 for labor, we get a total of $3,533.18. That is our total. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, or if you have a specific question you'd like me to try here on YouTube, just let me know and I'll upload it. Thanks.